guys are thinking when you see this massive pile of books behind me, that you guys are so excited for today's video, right? Because so am I. I can't wait to show you guys all of the books I accumulated since like Christmas, or like basically January 1st, all the special editions I've been collecting. And if you're new here, the one thing you need to know about me, if it's gorgeous and the art is pretty, then I'm a sucker for a cover buy. Honestly, they don't even need to be special editions sometimes. More than likely, I will succumb to a special edition because slap the word limited on it and I'm like, oh, I need to have it. So here we are with an empty wallet and just 60 plus books to show you guys today. We're gonna start this video off so strong with one of my favorite books because I want to put these back on my shelves. I don't want any harm to come to these babies. I thank the universe every night that I made it to the Fairyloot subscription just in time to have early access to order these. It's the special edition sets of Shatter Me. They're so pretty. They're like holographic. They have sprayed edges. They do have a reverse dust jacket, which is also so gorgeous. This is Unravel Me, and then this is the inside dust jacket. The found family, the friendships are so sweet and endearing. Honestly, I think about the lines in Ignite Me every single day. It's probably one of my Roman Empire books. Even though I do love these editions, I won't lie, this is not how I imagined Aaron Warner, and that was not how I imagined Juliet or Adam. If you guys didn't like Shatter Me, then definitely continue with the series and persevere because there's plot twists, there's action, there's superpowers, there's the 2010 dystopian era vibes where the world is decaying, food is hard to come by, and disease has taken over. There's rebellion. It's just indescribable, the feelings that it gives you. It's so good. If you guys have not picked up the series, please go read it. The next book I have is Hush Hush by Lucia Franco. I picked this up because for one, the cover is absolutely gorgeous. I heard it's about high fashion, Manhattan's elite, and when I heard that, I thought Gossip Girl, Magnolia Parks, so obviously I had to pick this up. The next book is Does It Hurt by H.G. Carlton, and I read The Cat and Mouse Duet by her and absolutely love the series. H.G. Carlton is just an auto-buy author for me, so I don't even care what this book is about, but I did hear it dabbles with sharks, and that intrigues me to no end. The next book I picked up was What the River Knows, and this book, I picked this up because this is the interior. Is this not the most jaw-dropping artwork you've ever seen? I'm pretty sure these are the main characters, but I am obsessed. It's also got hieroglyphics on the cover. I heard that this gives The Mummy and Death on the Nile vibes and Indiana Jones vibes, and it's also got ancient Egyptian gods and magic. So I'm really excited to read something about that because I've never really read anything with Egyptian magic in it. The next book I have is Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. I didn't realize before, but this edition's signed by Lucy Score. And like the rest of the world, I was so excited for Lucian and Sloane's book until I heard that, oh, it didn't live up to the hype, it's disappointing. They thought they would get more from this book, and I have since put this book off. I don't want to be disappointed in their romance, and not to lie, this book is not short in the slightest, but I'm gonna have to set aside some time to pick this up because this has not been on the top of my TBR lately. The next book I have is The Stars Are Dying by Chloe Peñaranda. This edition is absolutely stunning. I got this as a gift. This is absolutely a cover buy. Not only is the dust jacket gorgeous, but this is the inside hardcover. Like, what regular edition of a book has this? Are you seeing this character art right now? Not only is the dust jacket and the interior of this book stunning, but also the character art for this book that I've been seeing everywhere. I don't know too much about what this book is about, but let's read the description. In a world abandoned by celestial guardians and left to suffer a tyrant king's reign, all Asteria knows is safety in seclusion with fragmented memories of only 5 years of her life, even if that means fleeing the cruel arms that hold her safe from the wicked vampires rumored to roam the land. There's vampires in this book? Okay. Before she can decide if she might have sold her allegiance to one of the bloodthirsty beings the people of her world fear. Once their bargain is struck, Asteria's chance to escape comes in the form of accompanying her best friend Cassia to the King's Central. There on royal territory, it's the Centenera of the Libertarianism. This is the thing, as much as I'm getting into my fantasy era, I can't pronounce anything in a fantasy book. It's just like a succession of trials hosted by the king in which 5 human lands compete for a cycle of safety from the vampires seeking blood, claiming souls, and savaging after dark. So when tragedy strikes, Asteria must decide if taking the place of a murdered participant for the safety of her kingdom is a ruse worth dying for. I should have read that synopsis sooner because I want to pick this up immediately. It's giving the Powerless vibes that I've been craving after reading that book. It's got the trials, it's got vampires, and it's enemies to lovers. Sign me up. The next 2 books books I have are by one of my favorite authors, Devney Perry. This was a gift, but I got The Candle Palace by Devney Perry, and this is a part of her Jameson Valley series. I have the Coppersmith Farmhouse on my shelf, but I haven't started the series. And then this is the Runaway series by Devney Perry. I'm pretty sure this is a collection of books, the first book being Runaway Road. The back of it says, one car, one cross-country road trip, 5 stories about 6 runaways finally finding home. That is so sweet. If you guys have been here for a while, then you guys know I love the Eden series by her, so it honestly doesn't even matter what this book is about. I would read it anyways. I'm like trying to make it through her backlist and own all of her books. The next book is also a gift. It's Otherwise Engaged by Avery Keelan. I'm pretty sure this book is fake marriage, billionaire romance, and also like a rival's second chance to lovers. So I'm so excited to read this. My best friend Sarah bought this for me and she knows my taste so well, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this. I got the first and the second book in Crescent City. I already have the traditional hardbacks of this, but when I saw these paperbacks at Barnes & Noble's, I had to buy them. They are absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, even though I own 2 copies of this, I haven't read anything by Sarah J Maas. I know that I'm gonna love her universe. I'm just deeply intimidated. This next book, A Step into the Dark by Donna Augustine, I got this gift from one of my friends and she says this is her all-time favorite book, and she read this when she was like 21 too, so it's not like a childhood book, it's like a recent thing. The cover itself is giving like dystopian alien vibes, and just because this is my friend's favorite, I'm excited to pick this up. The text is super big, so I think it'd be a really quick read. The next book I have is Minx by Sophie Lark, and I bought this because Sophie Lark is an auto-buy author for me, but the fact that this is a billionaire romance meant I had to have it immediately. I saw on TikTok that she's like a high-class escort. He sends her $7.2 billion, everything he owns, just to prove that he sees her as an equal. When am I gonna have my billionaire romance? The other thing I love about Sophie Lark's books is there's art inside, and I'm so ecstatic to pick this up. This next stack of books I got off Pango Books. I like shopping secondhand whenever I can. I think for all 7 of these books, I got it for under $35. The first book in that pile that I got is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I've actually read this already on my Kindle, and I just needed it on my shelf as like a little reward. I usually love anything that Christina Lauren writes. This is a friends to lovers romance where they both set each other up on dates because they both think they're undateable. It's kind of reminding me of Love Wager by Lynn Painter, which I also love. I think the only thing I didn't really love about the book is that Hazel's personality is quirky just to be quirky, so just keep that in mind going into the book. I got the first, second, and the third book of the Neapolitan novels. The first book is My Brilliant Friend. The second book, The Story of a New Name. And then lastly, Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay. One of my friends who had read this a few months ago said this is one of her all-time favorite series. My friend said that these follow 2 girls. They were friends since they were kids living on the streets, and it follows them through the entirety of their life and just like everything that their relationship goes through, and it really touches upon womanhood and what it's like to have a girlfriend. And honestly, that premise just intrigued me so much. And then I got The Ex-Hex and The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. I don't know what the series is called, but I do know that everyone describes this book as Halloween Town rom-com vibes. I've honestly never been interested in picking this book up before, but both of these were like $4 and I needed free shipping. If you know, you know. It's girl math if you're spending $4 on shipping when you can just buy 2 books and get free shipping. I've heard good things about this, so I'm gonna pick this up in October when there's spooky season vibes. The next book I got is Wrath and Ruin by Nikki St. Kroll, and this is also the complete bind up of the entire series. And this is a villain paranormal romance. This is about a demon king named Wrath who crosses over into the mortal realm looking for something. What he finds is that our main girl is immune to his powers, and that stirs up a whole thing where anyone who wants to hurt the demon king is trying to use her, and he is trying to kill her because she's immune to his powers. And if this story is what I think it's about between her and the demon king, then it already sounds so good. The next book I have here is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, and this book is a special edition version of it. It is so gorgeous. Look at the little hearts on the edges. I actually read this last year, but I haven't bought a copy of it because it only came out in hardcover. I don't know why publishers do this, where you publish one book in paperback, I buy that paperback, and then you you don't publish anything in paperback after that. For example, The Happy Place. Why did they do that? But I am glad that I didn't buy this in hardcover because I got a special edition version of it. It's basically Groundhog Day on Valentine's Day, so it's a perfect book to read to get you into the Valentine's Day vibes. Our main girl, Emily, finds out that her longtime boyfriend has been cheating on her on Valentine's Day, and so she relives that day over and over again, trying to right that wrong. And trust me when I say it's way more than that cheating ex of hers. It doesn't matter if it's not Valentine's Day, but you guys should definitely pick this book up. Then I have Crossed by Emily McIntyre. This was also a gift from Carrie. I read Hooked, Scarred, and Wretched by her. Her Never After novels are so good. They're fractured novellas, so they're not direct fairy tale retellings. Honestly, they're so creative on the way that she spins these stories, but it's villains getting their happily ever after, and they're all morally gray, if you can even call it that. They're very true to their villain characters, but honestly, I love a good dark romance. I think of the three I read, Wretch was my favorite, and if you guys can't tell by the giant bell, Crossed is about the Hunchback of Notre Dame. If this book is anything like the other books in the series, I'm so excited to read this. This stack of books right here is the last set of non-special edition books, and the first book on that pile is the Mindfuck series by St. Abbey. This book is absolutely incredible. This book is a bind-up of 5 other shorter books, and each of those books picks up right where the other one leaves off, and it is all about Lana Myers, who is a serial killer in the best way possible. She kills people who honestly deserve way worse than death. What makes this book so fun is that, one, she's a serial killer who's actually good at like killing people. Everything is so strategically planned. She hides her tracks so well that she's able to date the FBI agent on her case. Go pick it up. I cannot recommend this more. And honestly, because it's 5 books and they're like 100 pages each, if you're trying to reach a reading goal, this is the perfect book to up that reading count. This next set of books I got off Mercari, and that's also a secondhand marketplace, but I only got into Mercari because of all the special editions that you're gonna see behind me, and usually prices on there are like absolutely absurd and like overpriced. But I got these 3 books for $22. It is the first 3 books in the Fortuna Sworn series, and the only reason why I picked these up is because I've been seeing them everywhere, but I haven't seen anyone ever talk about it. And then I saw Fairyloot release a special edition set of it, but I actually didn't want to pull the trigger on that just because I haven't read the series yet. We have the first book, Fortuna Sworn, and then the second book, Restless Slumber, and the third book, Deadly Dream. And honestly, these covers themselves are so pretty. I actually don't know too much about what the book is about. It says, we're meant to be seductive, okay, like sirens. We were designed to lure humans in. Fortuna Sworn is the last of her kind. Her brother disappeared 2 years ago, leaving her with no family or species to speak of. She hides among humans, spending her days working at a bar and her nights searching for him. The bleak pattern goes on and on until she catches the eye of a powerful fairy, and in exchange for her, he offers something irresistible. So Fortuna reluctantly leaves her safe existence behind. It soon becomes clear that she may not have bargained with her heart, but with her very life. Damn, okay, that actually sounds so good. I think I'm gonna have to bump this up to my TBR cart pile. The reason why I say that is because I have so many other books to get to, because I struggle with the fact that I buy entire sets of series without having read the first book. It's an actual problem, but I got the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Literally still in its wrapping because I have not read it yet. I actually did read the Inheritance series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I had such a blast reading that. Everyone who has read this describes it as Criminal Minds and says it's a group of kids who all have unique special abilities. They come together to solve FBI cold cases. What more do you need to know? Because that sounds so good. I just know I'm gonna love the series because if it gives any bit of Jennifer Lynn Barnes' classic mystery and puzzle solving writing, then I'm gonna love it. I have The Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities, and this is a bind up of short stories, 9 short stories to be precise, and they were all edited by Rick Riordan, and one of them was written by him himself. It's all new stories about mythical heroes. I'm pretty sure it's not just Greek mythology because I saw one of them said a fox spirit or a chupacabra puppy or a puny demon, and that just sounds so cute. Also, look at the back. I'm pretty sure this guy is our chupacabra puppy. He's just so precious. Just like everyone else and their mothers, I've been obsessed with Fourth Wing. Iron Flame, not so much, but Fourth Wing, obsessed. Love that book. The thing I didn't love as much is that I jumped on the bandwagon so late that I didn't get the first edition sprayed edges. So of course when I saw this for $40, $40, I had to cop. Look at the edges. I regret nothing because on Mercari, I've seen the prices for this skyrocket to like $400. $400 for a singular book that you bought retail is absolutely absurd. And she knocked the price down to like $40 because she annotated in the book. Personally, I would not write in my books, but for $40, I don't care what you wrote in here, I'm buying the book for the edges. Speaking of fourth wing, this next set of books is basically me trying to find the next best fourth wing. It is The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini, and these all have sprayed edges. Look how pretty they are. The first book is Aragon with blue edges to match the cover, and then we have Eldest, and then we have Brinslinger, and then lastly, my favorite, just because it's green, we have Inheritance and the green edges. I've heard that this series is the OG dragon books. My cousin has read this when she was younger and she absolutely loved them, hence getting all of this. The premise sounds super exciting, but I am absolutely intimidated by the size of these books. Building off of The Inheritance Cycle, we have Christopher Paolini's latest release, Murtagh. This is actually a signed edition. I don't know anything about this book. I don't know if it's a direct continuation or just a branch off from the series, but it's set in the same universe. But when I do dive into the series, I'll have this book on standby. We are quickly getting through this pile, but the next book I have is the Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart. It's so pretty and like holographic. Genuinely, there's no other reason why I got this except for the fact that it's pink. I actually have not read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series yet. I've heard this described as like a fairy tale that you've never seen before, and that itself just intrigues me so much because I love fairy tales. I love retellings, and if this is its like own unique fairy tale, I'm so excited. Remember how I said I haven't read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series yet? I bought the Fairyloot special edition versions of them. Yeah, and you want to know why I did that? Because I saw these on Mercari going for like $700 for 3 books. They're gorgeous, I get it, but like I was so lucky to have gone in to get early access for the reprint of this, and they're limited edition. They're not going to be printing them again, so I figured why not get them while I can. If I hate the series, they're valuable, but if I love the series, then I already have them in my possession. Let me just show you how absolutely stunning these editions are. Oh my gosh. Not only is the exterior gorgeous, they're reversible, and this is the naked hardback. Like, what? This edge, and then don't even get me started on the end paper. Like, what? Look at them. Oh my god. I genuinely hope I don't hate the series. Then we have the second book, The Ballad of Never After. Stunning. The back of it says, "Not every love is meant to be." I really hope I don't spoil anything for myself while revealing everything. This is the naked hardback. Oh my gosh. And here's the interior end papers. The artwork, everything about this is gorgeous. And then we have the very last book, A Curse for True Love. In the back of it says, "May the best villain win." Here is the naked hardback. And this is so pretty, like the blue and the pink. And then this is the end paper. I've got no regrets at all. Speaking of Fairyloot, I think I joined back in December, so I have a couple of their monthly book boxes here. The very first book I've ever gotten from them was Faybound by Sarah L. Arifi. And this book is absolutely stunning. This is the end paper, the naked hardback. And then this is jaw-dropping, but this is the reverse dust jacket. And then last but not least, these are the edges. I've never read anything by this author, and I don't know too much about what this book is about, but I do know it has elves and fae, drum magic, rivals to lovers, and it takes place in the Afro-Arab world. And then also queerness is like the social norm in this book. Drum magic sounds super interesting, so I'm really excited to read this. The next book box I have is The City of Stardust by Georgia Summers, and then the back of it says, "Curses are made to be broken." Then the reverse dust jacket is just another colorway of the original cover, and I honestly like the original cover more. The naked hardback is so pretty. I can't deny that the edges are gorgeous. Here is the end papers. I really haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, but I have seen this being compared to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue with like the whimsical writing and just how it's structured. I bought Fairyloot's special edition of the Twisted series. I can appreciate these so much more having finished the series, but they're stunning and all of the flowers are so pretty. Look at how gorgeous these sprayed edges are. Ava and Alex, and then the back of it says, "You're the light to my dark sunshine. Without you, I'm lost." Then we have Bridget and Reese, and the back it says, "You and me against the world, princess." And then Twisted Hate with Josh and Jules. And then the back of it says, "The possibility of you is better than the reality of anyone else." And then my favorite book in the series is Christian and Stella with Twisted Lies. And the back of it says, if my thoughts were chaos, she was my anchor. They always went back to her. I will say that some of these characters were very accurate to how I imagined them, but some of them were like just so far off. Even in saying that, I'm so happy I snagged these copies. It's finally unboxing time. I have 2 from Arcane Society and 1 from Illumicrate. The first one I have are the Grace Draven books. We have Entreat Me and Master of Crows. It's actually criminal that these books are so gorgeous. Like literally still in the wrapping, but the edges, this is giving like Beauty and the Beast. The back, you have a rose right here. There's like a monster in a mirror. I haven't read either of these books, but I'm really excited to get to them. So Arcane Society is a paranormal romance box subscription, and so these both are paranormal romances. This one I'm pretty sure is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. He's been cursed for decades and then she comes along. And then this one, I'm pretty sure she is like indebted to him or enslaved to him in some sort of way. He's like a stone cold, like I think ruler or something. Obviously she defrosts his heart and like he falls for her. The box also comes with this pin. It is so pretty. And then these are the art cards. This is so Beauty and the Beast. And then this is gorgeous. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, both of these art cards make me want to pick this book up so badly. This next one, I know exactly what this is and I'm so excited for it. This is literally wrapped so well. It's not even bubble wrap, it's like foam. I'm gonna open it for both of us to see. Okay. Oh my god, this is stunning. Oh my god, this book is so gorgeous. Okay, wait. Give me a second to pick up my jaw. It is Fairytale by Veronica Lancet, and the gold foiling on this, the sprayed edges. The back of it says, I might be evil personified, but you're the only one I'll ever be good to. I have not read this book yet, don't know what it's about, but the back alone makes me want to pick this up tomorrow. That's the thing about Arcane Society, is their packaging is top notch. I've never gotten anything damaged from them, and their copies have been so stunning lately. Every time I unbox something, I'm speechless. I'm just in complete awe that I can't talk, but it is the Percy Jackson Illumicrate series. Shut up, look at this. This is the Titan's Curse. Oh my god, the edge, the interior, stop it. Oh my god, this is so adorable. Okay, I don't know why they put book 3 first, but I'm doing this in the order that I'm picking it up. But the Battle of the Labyrinth, oh my god, look at this. I'm pretty sure all of the edges line up to become something. The artwork is so mystical. The Sea of Monsters, actually gorgeous. These editions are to die for. I love the vibrancy of all of these books. They're so pretty. This is the Lightning Thief. Oh my god, Medusa is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I actually have not read any of their books. I grew up on the movies. I know, Sumi. Criminal, I know. Then we have The Last Olympian, the interior. Here are all the edges together. It makes a map, and here's all of the spines together. I just woke up this morning and we have more packages to unbox now, so if you guys thought that was everything, there's more. Hey, I never said I didn't have a problem. You saw me go pick up all of them this morning, so we're gonna unbox them. This book I'm so excited for. It's so gorgeous. It is Devney Perry's latest release, Blitz. It is the second book in her Treasure State Wildcats series. I read Coach when she first released it and it was so good. It was a single dad football romance, and then Blitz is a forbidden romance between a coach and a student. Devney Perry is just an auto-buy author for me, so I already know I'm probably gonna love this. It's more than likely gonna be a 5 out of 5 stars. I'm just so excited to read this. Mwah. In this box are Fairyloot special editions, and I had to get them on resale, and I got these for such a good price because of this sweet angel of a person. I feel like buying secondhand special editions can get very nerve-wracking because you don't know if you're getting scammed or not, and this person had such a good price. We've got really nice wrapping. Oh my god, okay. This one I bought because of how incredibly gorgeous it is. Look at it, look at it. Look at this stunning book. It's so pretty. I can't believe I have this in my possession right now. The edges, Shut up. The naked hardback too. It's like foiled. It is so pretty. This was Fairyloot's My Dear Nemesis October 2023 box. So that was literally right before I joined. This is the character art, and then on the back of it is a letter by the author. This book sounds so good. It looks like it's enemies to lovers. It's got a lot of magic in it. She has like light magic. He's from a night empire. She's been an orphan, so she doesn't know where she comes from, where her magic comes from, but he knows where her magic comes from. There's a lot of Southeast Asian influences because the author is Filipino. They're giving generational enemies to lovers. They're giving sunshine and grumpy and broody. If this book comes anywhere near the vibes that the cover is giving, then I'm absolutely gonna eat this up. The second book we have here. Oh my gosh. This book makes me wish I was part of the YA book box. Oh my god. It is The Crimson Moth by Kristen Ciccarelli. And a moment for the back of the book. It says, she was the Crimson Moth, a wanted criminal, not to mention a witch, hiding in plain sight, but this wouldn't be the first time she walked into a space full of people who hunted her kind. She'd done it hundreds of times before without batting an eye, so why was there a tiny seed of fear sprouting inside her? And then here's the edge. This was Fairyloot's February young adult box, and it was their theme, A Moth to the Flame. This is the reverse dust jacket. And then here's the naked hardback. Holy shit. Stop it. This book is incredible. I'm literally at a loss for words. This is giving Salem Witch Trials. It is giving Vigilante. I can't wait to read this. Okay, this is officially the last box in this haul. Don't worry though, I'm sure I've already bought more books and they're already on their way. They packaged the stuff so cute. Oh my god, wait, what is this? Oh my god, they included something extra. Wait, this is so cute. We've got a little mermaid. We've got Cerberus. We've got a little fox. I think this is my favorite. We have a phoenix. There's also so many stickers. Oh my god, they're so cute. There's a butterfly one that's low-key giving Crimson Moth. The very first book we have is from Blood and Ash, and this is the newest cover. I was on Mercari, and this kind soul sold this set of 3 books that I've been dying to read and dying to pick up for $19. So obviously I got it so quickly, and I'm so glad that we got like a pretty edition of From Blood and Ash. So many of my friends have been reading this and they've been telling me that they love it. From what they've told me, it's about a maiden who is supposed to be like a holy maiden, and then she has to be protected by a bodyguard, but then there's also like a prince involved, so it's giving like forbidden romance. I know there's like gonna be war, there's a lot of action. My friends know my taste, so I'm trusting them with this pick. We have Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mirror. This is the first edition with the red sprayed edges. I have heard that people said that these edges stained their fingers. I'm pretty sure the author was writing this as a series on TikTok, and then she got traditionally published, which is absolutely incredible. I know she's like the assistant to this villain, but it's supposed to be very comical, kind of like a twist on a fairy tale of sorts. I'm hoping to get a lot of like the villain's evil to everybody else, but like only good to her. I'm excited to just see what's in store with this book, but I've been hearing a lot of good things. The very last book I have in this box is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adam. Originally, I didn't know if I really wanted this book because I've heard mixed reviews on this. I did love Cheat Sheet, but one of my favorite booktubers, Heather McLary, read this and she loved it. I blindly trust Heather's taste, so obviously I picked it up. All 3 of these books were $19. Isn't that insane? She's the absolute best. I have to give her a 5-star review immediately because this entire haul just made my day, and I'm so excited to pick up all the books that you guys seen in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what book you want me to pick up first. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!